This is my hair. Really crazy, right? How's everyone? I got games in. I'm doing A-okay. So, I thought, I'm going to do an impromptu nightcap. Someone asked, when are you going to do the next one? I said, I don't know. And then I was sitting here thinking, hey, may as well. Let me see. What can I say while we wait for anyone who wants to join? This is a very impromptu nightcap. I am just starting directing this show at the local theater here. Christmas Carol. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a great cast. Really had a lot of fun with them tonight. And meetings are going to be happening, and practices, and everything's going to be busy. So, hello, Tyler. Hello, Bernardo. Bernardo, I got all my games in. Finally. They finally came out. So, I don't know when I'm going to get to play them, though. These things could have come out last week. It'd been a lot better. But they're out. So now, hopefully, I get to play a few of them. I know a few of them I definitely want to get to the table sooner rather than later. This one is a campaign game. How do you actually get on the call? Well, I guess you can email. Is it contact at theexpandeduniverse.com. I think that's the address of the website, right? So email that website. Email contact at theexpandeduniverse.com and I can send you a link. Ooh, 3 Waddington games in the mail. Yeah, I've missed your games, Bernardo, this week. I just haven't had time to catch up on. Oh, wait. You haven't done any reviews. If you don't know, Bernardo does Tabletop Island. It really is a great channel. And he has he puts way more effort in editing his videos than I do. But I still like to pick on him, all the same. Let's see. Just finished Empire's End a few minutes ago. Love Dark Empire so much. You know what, Tyler? I enjoy Dark Empire too. I don't see what all the hate is about it. I know where it started. It started because a bunch of those Zon fans, Zon would laugh and mock Dark Empire about how silly it was, and then fans said, oh, well, Timothy Zahn thinks it's stupid, so let's all laugh and think it's stupid. And it's actually really good. Empire's End felt a little rushed for me, but it's not their fault because, the whole problem with Beach, they, said, you're done. So he had to stop it a little too early, which is sad, but, it still is a good one. Hello, Brady. How are you today? Look at Brady's little, it's from one of my first, is that my first video? Is that the first video I posted? I can't remember, but that one was the one that went viral back before we knew what viral meant. And I think I've said this before. I think I told this story, so never mind. I was wanting to be on a few TV shows, like Funniest Home Videos and stuff. I was like, I don't know what this is. And I was ignoring all those requests. So I guess it could have got even more popular, but it has the most views. Yes, I did see your text, Bernardo. I'm sorry. It is, dude. It has been, now that I'm doing we started our performances for the show, rehearsals for the show. Every day is going to be busy for me. Every stinking day till the 1st of December. It's insane. It's insane. I have no time to make videos. I just got Yub Nubs Halloween special done. It's rendering now. It is. That is what a day it's been. I totally forgot that Halloween was next week, and I'm going, oh my gosh, what happened? That's how busy a time it's been for me. So, but I got that out, and I got the rest of the videos edited. I went ahead and just did a bunch of editing right now when I got home. And why would you give me a proof of purchase punch out? You see that? Proof of purchase. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping the proof of purchase. But anyway, Just got, hold on here. I need to start posting these up here. Y'all deserve it. I just got Epic Collection that collects Force Unleashed graphic novels. Oh, cool. Right on. Right on. Yeah, Bernardo's been having computer issues too, and I can definitely understand that because I had the same thing happen to me. In fact, some of the pictures that I had prepared for Yubnub's Halloween special, I lost. I had to redo them just now, so that's why it took basically a little bit longer. Oh, all the same there. So yeah, it's just been crazy, but yeah, it's gonna get. I mean, like I have a million. I'm the director, and so I gave the cast my cell phone number, and my cell phone. I mean, they haven't called, but I have to answer each call, and so now the telemarketers are getting a hold of me again because if it's a local number, I'm going to pick up. And it's like, oh my gosh. So it's, and some of them were cast members, and I got to talk to cast members and crew and staff, and I'm talking to other people too, working with them. There's another show that's going on that I'm going to help out with. I'm helping out with a little bit. So it's just been just one thing after the next. Release. What was it? I don't think it was rushed overall. I think I feel Empire's End was rushed, but that's not his fault. It's not Veach's fault. I thought it was pretty well paced for a comic book. I think all comic books are a little, fast paced because they have to keep the story moving. It's comic books. I'm more of a novel guy. I like novels better than comic books. But I won't deny there are some excellent comic books, and I do think that Dark Empire is one of them. It's a really fine novel. Still haven't got the link. Hold on just a moment. Patience. I'm punching out stuff here. Can't you see I'm busy with my own personal life? All right. Hold on. Wait, where's my phone? There it is. And look at Bernardo, the stickers. Stickers. Why am I dealing with stickers? And it looks like there's a ton of them. And I think they go all on these little pieces here. That is going to be like, I mean, stickers are okay, but they take forever. They take forever to put on. All right. So, hold on. Let me try this, Billy Fighter. Sup, nerds. Love it. What is it going on here? All right, hold on just a second. All right. Hold up. How do I get it over to you? One moment, sir. Yeah, I get that, but I like how it ended. I'll be honest. I don't want to spoil it, Tyler, but I loved how it ended. That's fair. From the first story arc, you mean? That's fair because they didn't really go into it that much. I get that. That would have benefited well with a novel version of it. Do I think if Revan didn't get beaten in the Sith, Empire invaded the galaxy, would have been destroyed? Rule the galaxy? Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. Absolutely. Well, here's the deal, Neko. Anytime that it dealt with just the clones, I enjoyed it. I don't know. There's a few good episodes with just the clones. I can't remember the names of them, but one where the reject clone with the hunchback became part of the team or whatever for a little while, or did his duty or whatever. That was a good one. Anything dealing with just the clone troopers, I thought was solid. Everything, and a lot of it I didn't like, but that was a good one. That's one I can think about. I'm sure there's others. I don't know the names, but there's a lot of, maybe that's what I should do sometime. Tell you what Clone Wars stuff I did like. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should just go through each one of the TV series, like the droids, the Ewoks cartoons, the Clone Wars, and then Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, even though I kind of did a deep review of these, but go through it episode by episode. That's not a bad idea. Oh yeah, the Clone Wars comics, Christopher, aren't they so good? The Battle of Jabim and stuff like that. There's a couple others I really like. The one with Dirge, can't remember what it's called now, and even Obsession I thought was really good. Dang, there's another one too. There's another story arc from Republic that I really like. Well, anything with Quinlan Voss was good. Yeah, but it seems like, and I wasn't a fan of many of the Clone Wars books. The exception to that is MedStar. I thought MedStar was fantastic. That's a great duology. But the comic books are really good. Sup, nerds. A friend of mine always says that. Sup, nerds. Whenever I see him. I need to send you this link. For me, anything past Crucible, for me. On just a moment. Hey, Gmail changed their took everybody a little name in vain. There we go. All right, let's see what else I got. Wow, you watched all 8? There's 10 of them. Actually, 11 if you count Freddy versus Jason. I haven't seen the Friday the 13th in quite some time. I'll be honest. I probably would try them now. It's been a while. We watched all 8 Halloweens, Tyler. We just finished them. So, yeah, they're fun. Wife loves them. She loves the old ones, the older ones like that. But, yeah, I like the Halloweens out of all of them. I like the best. I just do. I think they're rats. Hold on. 1 second. Get this link here. Hold on just a second. Who's commenting on my videos? There we go. All right. Sorry about that. We're back. All right. Let's see. Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like the Revan novel, but here's the thing. I didn't play the game, so I didn't mind it. But a lot of people who played the game did mind the novel. I like Cad Bane. I do like Cad Bane. Cad Bane was a good character. I agree with you on that. There's a lot of there's some Cad Bane episodes I do not like, but some of the first earlier ones were really good. No. Well, I would have loved to have seen Dirge. I thought Dirge was a fantastic character. I liked Revenge of the Sith. I thought it was good. No, I haven't watched it. I hear the last season sucked, and I don't know if I want to give it a try. Maybe I will later on. Hey, what's up, my man? What's up? How's it going? Oh yeah, I agree. I'd love to see those type of stories. Who are you? What's up, Spencer? How's it going, man? Oh my goodness. I haven't seen that dude in forever. I don't even know what you've been up to, dude. It's been like forever. All right. So let's see. Do you wish the timeline between Old Republic and prequel era should have been more explored in Legends? I mean, it could have been. Yeah. Old Republic. Yeah, and it was already being explored. Of course, there's tons of stories extra to tell from this, right? So there's tons of extra stories they could have. And yeah, I mean, any era is fine with me. I'm not a big fan of Dawn of the Jedi era, but I would have liked to have seen it completed at least. So there's that. Admiral Piet, maybe. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see that. That's the thing. Even some of these other random characters that were in the rest of the movies, I would love to have seen more stories about them. In fact, I talked to Kevin G. Anderson a long time ago about, hey, wouldn't you have liked to see some? And I think I said, what did I tell him? I said, wouldn't you have liked to have seen like a Tales from Episode 1, Tales of the Pod Racers, or Tales of the club, the nightclub that Obi-Wan and Anakin chase Zam Wesell into, you know? And then for the third one, I think Tales from people who attended the opera, you know, because I would love to see a tale about what George Lucas's Alien's background story was, you know, the alien that George Lucas played and his daughter. I'd like to hear their backstory and stuff. He's like, yeah, you know, it's got to be Lucasfilm to approve that. I went, yeah, but if you were to do it, what would it be? He kept going, well, I can't do it because Lucasfilm has to give me the rights. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, if you could make it. He said, well, I can't make it. They tell me what to make. I was like, forget it. I could not. I think Daniel, one of my friends who watches the YouTube channel, he was there. He remembers that because I think later on he was just kind of confusing me. What was confusing about your question to him? I said, I have no idea. He was like, I was like saying, so you own Lucasfilm, right? And I never said that. But he kept correcting me. He's like, well, you know, I don't get to write that stuff. They have to decide for us what we write. I was like, yeah, I know that. But if you were to write it, what would it? Well, I can't write one like that. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to a brick wall. Anyway. You may as well. You made it through all the others. Yeah, and Jason X has some wonderful moments when he's in that room, that virtual room. He doesn't know he is, and he keeps trying to kill those girls, and the girls won't die. He's slamming their bodies up against the tree. That is great stuff, man. That is great stuff. Oh, you just finished some D&D. Wait, and you said, what's up, nerds, to us? I envy you. I wish I had time for that. I really do. I got to play one with my good friend Brian Borg from the Twin Sons Foundation, and I had a blasty blast. And I know they'd have me back if I ever make it out that way again, which I plan to eventually. But they are a lot of fun. Okay, that is a lot to bag, so I'll just do that later. Let's get to this. Yeah, the MedStar series, in my opinion, is the best. There's other ones that are okay, and then there's some that's just junk. MedStars, I hear you. I hear you on that. MedStar is interesting because it focuses on, of course, the medical side of the battle and everything. It's just a different viewpoint of the Clone Wars, and I really did enjoy it. Not gonna play Yoda stories. I'm sure it's good, but I'm not gonna play it. I have no time to do that. Young Boba didn't really like it. Yeah, you can check your email, Spencer. Thank you. I'm glad you've been missing me. Well, you need to aim better. Get it? Missing me? You throwing stuff at me? Funny guy. Hello, Stig. I'm doing great, man. It's good to see you too. Stig Kenobi, everyone. Here. So happy. What have you heard? Oh, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I know it's not for me, so I already knew it wasn't for me, but yeah, you know, oh well. Some people like it. It's just not for me. Read Outbound Flight for Hand of Fallen Drology, then I found it. You read that before Hand of Thrawn, and when you found out, did it ruin his character? I don't know if it ruined his character. Do I think it was the best thing to do for his character? Probably not. I can see that. I kind of roll my eyes when I see stuff like that, but I do understand what you're saying. I didn't feel it ruined it, but I did feel it was unnecessary. Is that a fair answer? Hope it is. No. Tales of Dexter. Actually, I like that better. I like that better. Tales of Dex Diner. That's actually a good idea. Oh, okay, Rob. No problem. No problem. You tried rereading it, still wasn't good. Stig, have you read I, Jedi yet? Yeah, a film called Lost Tribe of the Sith would be awesome. What is this? What's this Spence the Legend stuff?
They had to make my return with a bang, my man.
I'm telling you what, it's good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you too. It has been a hot minute.
I know it has.
I know. So it was nice to. I was like, finally up. I can finally catch one of them because you're an hour behind us.
Oh, that's true. Hey, who's your favorite Imperial officer?
I love Admiral Piet.
You gotta love Pete. I don't think. I mean, I like. Is Admiral Ozzel the one that goes and apologizes to Vader personally?
Oh no, that's Captain Nita.
Nita. No, I like Nita.
Nita's and then
I like
the guy in the beginning.
I just recently saw the movie in theaters, and Nita's like, he's scared. He's like, man, I should be wearing my brown pants today because I am in trouble. And then he goes, I will apologize to little Vader himself. And he's going to it. He even knows he's going to his death. But then that funny, he goes, and he goes, apology accepted, Captain Nita, Admiral Nita. It's comedy, man. It is comedy gold.
And I love how Piet too, like after Vader's like, "Don't fail me again, Admiral," and he like enunciates the Admiral like, "Hey," and then he's like,
"Good one too.
Scan the area, deploy the fleet."
Look, we have a third guy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We're gonna be. It says, I'm running a Star Wars tabletop game and love looking through all the different. Man, the source books are great. Have y'all looked through the source books of tabletop games?
I have a couple of them. We've actually been doing Pathfinder to kind of get our feet wet when it comes to tabletop RPG. But I know we would love to do a Star Wars one. I have the New Jedi Order one from Wizards of the Coast, and that's like, oh, that'd be really cool to go through. My buddy who's been doing the DM for us, he's been going through that series for the first time, and he keeps texting me like, dude, did you see what so and so? And so he keeps texting me like, oh, I hope this person's gonna make it. And
awesome. Siberian Dream, do you play or do you have any tabletop RPG are you into Star Wars Western games? Have you ever checked out that out?
Well, I would definitely be interested, but I haven't gotten any so far. I think I downloaded. Have you ever heard something? I don't know if this counts, like Creatures of the Galaxy.
Okay, is that one of the West End Games ones? What is that one?
Might be.
Okay.
Tried the PDF online.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff in there. Hey, check it out. What's up, Austin? Austin's another good friend of mine that I hope to see next year when I travel out his way. I play with his gaming group, and Austin gets the biggest, most complicated game I've ever seen. He gets those big Kickstarters, those land, sea, and air. And then he got the Batman Monolith game, which Austin, that's what we got to play when I come. But these big games, and then he'll sit there and he'll read the instructions, and he does a great job of explaining it to everyone. And then we play through the game. It's a fun time. It's a 4 a.m. kind of time too, because we stay late. But I absolutely have a blast. And Tell Mertz I said hello right back. Tell the whole gang I said hello. Dang, I miss every single one of those people out there. I really do. I used to travel out there a lot for work, but then I've been reallocated to a different team, and I'm not going to go out there for work ever. Well, I wouldn't say ever, but it probably won't happen. But I am going to try to make it out there again. That's a fun spot there. Say hello to Just a Gungan. He's just a Gungan, but he's saying hello.
That's just a Gungan.
Yeah, is it saying hello? There he is saying hello. Okay, so why is Cornhorn so cool? Siberian Dream, why is Cornhorn so cool?
See, I read the X-Wing books, or I was starting to, like, I think 6 years ago. I didn't actually get all the way through. I barely, like, remember it. I need to get back into that. What I'm into is, like, the Jedi Apprentice era. I'm reading the Young Jedi Knights era and the Old Republic era. Yeah.
Oh,
Young Jedi Knights is really good.
What an era.
I love Young Jedi Knights. It's great so far.
That's what got me into the EU was those series. In fact, Matt, the missus and I are actually expecting our first child.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you can announce that here on my channel.
I know. You heard it here first, folks, on Matt Wilkins.
On your own channel.
I know. Well, I know I should have. But no, but the reason I bring that up is because she said if it's a boy, I get Jason.
Hey.
So I'm like,
if it's a girl.
Well, I wanted Jaina. She said if it's a boy, I get Jason. And then if it's a girl after that, for like the second kid, we have to name her Jaina. But she likes Nevaeh because it's heaven spelled backwards.
Oh,
I like it too. But again, because of the Young Jedi Knights and the Star Wars and growing up with the Solo twins, I'm like, man, that'd be cool to have.
Dude, congratulations! That is awesome news.
That is.
When is the baby due?
April 19th is what the doctor said. So
all this insanity will be over by then. Or
wait a minute, that's my girl's birthday.
Is it really?
Oh, shut up!
No way.
Shut up.
Well, we'll see. They said that if it's like a week and she still isn't, pop, they're gonna have to induce her. But
that is awesome.
That's insane. Like I thought it was like, oh, it's my brother's birthday the next day. That's awesome, man.
That is awesome. That is so fantastic. Oh man, I don't want to talk about anything else. This is great. This is great. Tanner says, have I ever been to Star Wars weekends? No, I have not. I have met Ray Park. He's a great guy, but that wasn't at Star Wars weekends. It was at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con years ago. And Ray Park's a very nice guy. Have you ever been to Star Wars weekends, Spencer?
Yes, back in 2007. And it was freaking hot and crowded out the wazoo. But it was a lot of fun. I did get to meet Ray Park. I didn't get his autograph. We met him at the Indiana Comic-Con back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And we already dropped money on Ian McDiarmid, and we're like, thanks, small time. And but I did get to talk to him for a little bit. He twirled around some lightsabers, showed a kid, and how to fight, and he was a really good guy. Like it's hard to believe he would play Darth Maul of all people, but
he did his own stunts.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I think he and Ewan McGregor did the majority of like any of the, more than Liam Neeson in that movie. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
But I've never been. Would I go? I'd go to Disney World, but I don't know if I'd go for Star Wars weekends.
I've never been to Disney World like ever.
It's a fun place. It's a fun place.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go to Star Wars World.
It's not so much though.
Yeah,
we actually just got back not that long ago. This is how long it's been, Matt.
Wait, so you went
in end of July? So it was the last week of July, and it was kind of nice because no one was there. I mean, you had to wear masks and stuff, but it was like, fine, no one was there in summer. We walked through Star Wars World. It it really wasn't that immersive because I didn't, I don't really follow the new canon, and it's a new
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I mean, seeing the Millennium Falcon, that was cool, but I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, because we did Universal too, and I'm like, Harry Potter like kicks Star Wars Land's butt. And she's like, "You're saying that?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah. Yeah, they really swung and missed on that one.
Toy Story Land was better.
I haven't been. They didn't have it back then.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Or are they building
No,
it?
they didn't have it. They didn't have it. They didn't have it back
Okay.
then. Hi, Michael. Do I think they should have explored 200 years before? Not me personally. Could they have? Sure. But I wasn't much for them going backwards in time. However, I mean, people love the Old Republic. Would 200 years ago been that big of a deal? Maybe. You saw Empire twice. I have the opportunity. It's still playing in theaters. I have the opportunity to go back and see it. My buddy really needs someone to go see it with him. I've already seen it once, and I don't have a chance to watch many movies right now. And if I'm going to watch another one, it could be that one. But Liam Neeson's movie, The Honest Thief, is out, and I kind of want to see that. And we just saw Shining last night, which was a lot of fun.
I'm
Shining.
I'm generally not going out in the pandemic to see the movies, but the last time I actually went to see a movie was 2011.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow! Wow! I'm usually not a movie guy either. I don't watch that many movies. I'm very picky with my movies. But since they're bringing back those classics, I'm like, well, yeah, I'll go see one.
I mean, even if they brought back like The Dark Knight, I'd really like to see that in theaters again. I don't think I could because of the insanity right now.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Billy Fighter, Cornhorn isn't in New Jedi Order that much unless Michael Stackpole's writing him, which he is. But other than that, he takes a back seat in most of the story. Isn't that right?
I feel like Kip takes more like of the non-movie Jedi. Like
yeah.
Luke and the Solo twins and Mara are going to be the prime Jedi, but I feel like Kip of the EU Jedi that aren't the Solo twins. I don't know. I feel like he kind of takes, but I mean that makes sense, right? Because that's
a solar system.
Yeah, it's kind of the subplot.
Yeah,
with he and Luke.
Esteban, I stopped when they switched it over at the Force and Destiny when they started explaining that going forward we're going to be throwing some canon stuff in there. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I didn't need any more. Even though Spencer's trying to convince me to play, what is it?
Imperial Assault.
Imperial Assault, and he has to the point where I can stop collecting the game.
Mm-hmm. If you are,
I'm gonna play that game if I get to go to BGG SpringCon this year. That is on my list. That is high on my list to play.
I actually got that the actual PDF for like this Forces of Destiny thing, and I couldn't find the passage that explains the TCW retcon like at all.
Oh yeah, Iron. Just I'd love to play some of those tabletop games. I'm gonna play with. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that's the hard thing. Is a lot of those games like where do you find the people? Unless you have someone already there. I understand that completely.
Yeah, we've just been picking people from like our church, honestly, just being like, hey, and it's mostly people in our band, just being like, hey, we hang out. You want to hang out and play a board game? You want to hang out and play an RPG?
Yeah,
kind of thing. So we have to recruit.
Oh yeah, I get that. But that's a great way to find people, though. And to be honest, if they start playing once, then you may hook them on. His is, I like this one with Naga Shadow influencing them. I like that. Tells the Jedi, that second story arc that a lot of people forget. It's actually pretty good, too.
Everyone just focuses on Exar Kun.
Yeah, because he was mentioned in the KOTOR games and in the Jedi Academy trilogy.
Exalt. I hope they wouldn't do that. I would hope if the expanding universe got started up again, they wouldn't try to adapt stuff from the canon. Just make up your own stuff. Is what I feel.
Yeah, like what if they explore Yoda species? I mean, George Lucas didn't want that, and then they just bring that info over. That'd be like weird.
I mean, is Yoda species explored in Mandalorian? I don't know.
I don't think so yet.
What I think of Kendall Oswald? I mean, we didn't talk about him. We skipped over him real quick. I mean, he's fine, but you don't really get to know him that much.
I mean, the EU expands him, and it's why some people were confused. Boba Fett got so much attention. It's the Marvel comics. They did that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, Spencer.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. That's a good question.
See, it depends on which one it was, because like I've been going through them, but if it's an earlier one, I'd have to go through it again.
When I flipped through it and I saw a few pictures of Boba, but that's it.
Because I know, because I have it all in trades, except for the first 16 issues, I think, are singles. And I know the whole Boba Fett thing is in volume 5, The Fool's Bounty of the Dark Horse trades. I think that's when, because that's when the Mandalorian arc comes in.
Okay.
I think. Gosh darn it! I'd have to go through it.
Right. Esteban asked if I'm reading the comic book. No, I have the book and I'm happy with it. My buddy loves the art. He was talking to me today about it. I do have the Duke of Callahan. No. What's he called? The Duke of Duke of Caledon, the newest book that came out. But it's a trilogy, so I'm gonna wait until all 3 are out before I read them.
I'm actually
how I do.
Now getting into Dune. I mean, I saw the movie once long ago, but I don't remember that much past. Picard was in it. That's Patrick Stewart.
He's Gurney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reading any good EU books currently just for fun? I'll ask. Well, we already heard what Siberian's reading. Spencer, are you reading anything?
I mean, not a book, I guess. I've been reading this for the first time. The Illustrated Star Wars Universe.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'd never read it. It had been on my shelf for years, so I've been going through it. Honestly, haven't been reading that much. I need to make more time for that. But I've been flipping through that on lunch here and there.
Stig. Hold on.
I mean, everything tastes like chicken.
I gotta get Stig in here. He cracks me up. I love that dude. He's so funny. I don't know if you watch him. It's almost like OG Star Wars needs to just rename the channel the OG and Stig Show, because it's so much fun to watch them in the mornings when I can. I'm usually working, but if I can sneak in there, they're just so fun. They're really good. They play off each other really well.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's why I didn't like iJedi. But I'm going to ask Stig if he's read it yet.
I was shocked, Matt, when you said that was your least favorite.
I know a lot of people were.
I mean, I don't remember hating it, but I don't remember. I know for a fact I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing ever. I was just like,
yeah, I wasn't impressed.
You rated point like the 4th, but if you don't like first person, I get it, because there's like a lot of that.
Yeah. What do you think of Alto Stratus from the Jabim arc? I liked him. I like everything about that one. When was the last time you read the Jabim? Have you read the Jabim arc in Republic, Spencer or Siberian?
Actually, you've only seen the bits and pieces of the stories from the Republic, but I see so far mainly Dirge and Ventress.
Yeah. I think Dirge was in a mini series. I can't remember which one it was. It may have been Obsession.
I think
I really like Dirge.
I think it was the stuff with the lava fortress that was flowing downhill and those 5 Jedi. It's been a while.
Yeah. The whole Republic series, I've read those. Those are incredible. I actually reread those, I think near Thanksgiving last year. Just best stuff.
Go ahead.
Caverna. Michael, you saw my video. I fell asleep playing Agricola. I fell asleep at the table. Actually, Spencer, I think you were there. Was it Gen Con?
Gen Con
we were at. It was the last. You were already gone. But it wasn't with Jeremy. Jeremy and Dylan were somewhere else. No, it was the year before that. Never mind. It was me by myself. And so I went and played Agricola. That was the only thing playing that I could get in on. I was like, okay. And I was like, this, because it's analysis prep. And they're just sitting there going, or should I do this and get this and get this to get this? I'm going, oh my gosh. And seriously, my turn came around and I was asleep. They woke me up. He said, hey, he's like, getting a little too late for you? I was like, oh, is it my turn? I said, here, I'll just do this. And then I just kind of leaned back and said, do you not want to play anymore? I said, no, I'll finish, because I don't want to quit on them. I was like, no, I'll finish the game. I said, I guess I'm just a little tired. But I thought the game was absolutely just dreadfully boring. And whenever I look at Caverna, I think the same thing. I'm so sorry, Michael. Michael, you know what? Michael, were you the one that's near Gen Con? If I go to Gen Con again and I see you and you want to play it, we'll play it. But don't expect me to like it. Let's see. He got the Burton and Schumer Batman films. Oh, Schumacher. Yeah. I got that little 4-in-1.
I don't think the Schumacher films.
Did either of y'all like? I mean, probably Batman and Robin we all hated, but did you like? I thought Batman Forever was okay.
Batman Forever, I feel like it's a bad rep because it's similar to Batman and Robin, but I actually watched the first 3 not that long ago, and it definitely is. The original is the best, and then Returns, and then Forever, for me at least. But Forever actually was like, I mean, it's cheesy, but it's not Batman and Robin.
I mean,
or cheesy.
They have a weird view. I think Batman and Robin is the superior sequel because there's no artistic compromise. It's kind of like Batman Returns because the first one is a bit held back in a way. Well, the second is like a Burton film through and through with the Penguin and the Catwoman, and it's
okay. So you like Batman and Robin?
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect movie, but my take may be a bit weird than other people.
No, I'm interested. You're making me want to look at it again. That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say that because someone paid for my ticket. I knew it was going to be bad. Someone paid for my ticket because he wanted me to watch it with him. I still felt like I was cheated, but I have the movie. I should give it another watch.
Mr.
Hey, Johnny.
Mr. Freeze is like meant to be this cheesy one-liner because that's what Arnold was into back then. But the characters I just like from that are a bit different than other people.
Okay. Jessica Gungan, you'll have to look at my timeline. I can't remember what you're supposed to do first. I think the comic book comes first and then the novel.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's how I have it on my shelf. Is
okay. Then let's go with that. Let's go with Spencer's shelf. My comic books are not on my shelf.
I have the trades, so.
Okay, Siberian and Spencer, what is the best James Luceno novel, and why do you think it's Cloak of Deception?
Maybe a bit hard, but I'm gonna say Rise of Darth Vader. I really love that one because it goes.
A lot of people like that one though. That's a popular one.
His prosthetics and yeah. Plus,
what
it shows how Wookiees became slaves.
Yeah. What would you say, Spencer?
If you asked middle school me, I would have said Rise of Darth Vader, but Darth Plagueis is probably going to be. I mean, it's such a easy. It's like saying what's your favorite Zahn novel? It's the Thrawn, Heir to the Empire, one of those. But it's just, I mean, for me, it was so cool to peel back the layers and read the origins of Palpatine, and then I loved too being able to rewatch Episode 1 after and getting just a new perspective on it and being able to go, so he was here when this was happening there, but I love how he writes Plagueis. I think something where Plagueis says, like, the Sith outgrew the use of lightsabers, but we continue to use them, if not to humiliate the Jedi or something. And I'm like, that's such a great line. That still stuck with me.
It has a lot of big, fancy, like technical words, which I like because it's like it's going into the detail of this scientist aspect of a Sith Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the midi-chlorian. manipulation. But I do love this the psychological aspect of the Darth Vader novel. I do think
Yeah, that's a good one.
plus
and
all the connections. Like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, but I'd say I'd give them small applause for that.
I think we need more Ewok Jedi and Sith.
You got to save that gold, Johnny, for an EU story. Oh man, you just finished it. What do you think?
The Crystal Star. Honestly, I mean, it's definitely not that great, but I didn't hate it. Like, I mean, I don't hate it like Matthew at the Geeks Attic hates it, where he has to use like salad tongs to handle it.
Oh, he's just faking. That guy buys so many copies of Crystal Star. It's incredible. I think he's on his like 7th, 8th copy. He's a really big Crystal Star fan. He's a closet Star fan. Let me just tell you that.
There's a few things I like about. I'm only on like page 29 for now, but I like the description of like the black hole and stuff.
Well, I plan to reread it again because I want to see if what it's been a while, and it is not. I mean, it's only because, and I said this, Vonda McIntyre is a Star Trek writer, and she wrote it like a Star Trek book, and she didn't take any advice from any of the other Star Wars authors that helped her out, which is why it feels different.
When I heard me talk, he said it felt like a DS9 novel, and I agree. Like the thing with Worf and Jadzia and their adversarial relationship, and and that could be like a Pa Wraith, Waru. I agree.
Oh yeah, well yeah, with Star Trek fans would connect to that, and I have, like I said, I talked to a fan she's a big Vonda McIntyre fan. Supposedly for Star Trek, she was very popular, and that's why they picked her. Her and A.C. Crispin both. The difference was A.C. Crispin went to Kevin J. Anderson and said, "Hey, how do we write for Star Wars? What did the fans like?" She did her study where Vonda was like, "Nope, I'm gonna write it my way. I can do this." I mean, teach his own.
Yeah, the black hole descriptions feel kind of like the stuff from the Young Jedi Knights novels where they talk about the deep core where the Imperials are hiding. I like that kind of astrological touch, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. What's everyone's favorite planet with floating cities? That's a specific question. I feel like he's trying to get us to answer it a specific way. It's a very specific way to ask something. I mean, my favorite planet with floating cities is easily going to be Kevin Costner's Waterworld. There you go. You're welcome.
I mean, I didn't hate Waterworld, but it wasn't the best either.
All right, here we go. I'm going to speed through these, catch up. I think the Rose Crown books are much better than. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it is exactly because of the movie. That's also why the comic book came out, because I think the movie was supposed to be out by now or something. But yes, they're trying to cash in on the movie. I've heard people say that, Michael. Again, if we meet up, it's on. I'll let you beat me. Luke's friend from the Janique Sunbear. To be honest, not impressed with Janique from the Empire series. Do y'all remember who he's talking about?
Vaguely. It's been a long time since I've read Empire.
Okay. I wasn't. I mean, I think Janique is forgettable. Well, obviously, if no one here knows,
I can't remember.
They've read it. That was kind of a dumb statement. I just said I didn't think they were just that. I didn't think they're that unique to stand out. Michael, have you ever played a game called The Colonist? Or Spencer too, since you're board games. I keep looking at this game. It looks interesting. It's like Twilight Imperium, but just as building your own colony. You know, like it takes 4-6 hours, whatever. I was like,
you mentioned it. Is it based on like the original 13 colonies in the States where you're?
I don't know.
Or am I thinking of a different game? I'm probably thinking.
I'm not sure. Michael, list off the games that we would play. List off the game. Bachelor number 1. If we were to go out on a board game date, what games would we play? I feel like I'm on a dating show. But no, I would love to hear. What games would you want us to play, Michael? Have you seen Star Wars Scene 38 video? No, I have not. Spencer,
yes.
Siberian?
Yes. love that. I talked to the guy. He said he'd be open to doing similar works for Legends. Like I guess some of the duels there, but it's just he's doing Cloud City and then the Death Star duel first. It's like a prequel type reimagining of the original trilogy duels.
Okay.
It is incredible, and for fan work, they're able to actually do this really good motion capture to put Alec Guinness's face
Deep fake.
on the actor that's playing Obi-Wan.
Really?
So, yeah. There's a couple moments where it's like, yeah, but again, it's a fan film.
Yeah, you gotta lower your bar a little bit, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, and they actually implement the original footage to make it pretty much like you could edit this into
Make it a little bit
a
seamless.
version of A New Hope.
Yeah, well,
And it's great. There's references to the other films and
fun
the
fact:
music. Great.
throws his lightsaber like Rise of Darth Vader, and the guy I talked to is a Legends fan. He knows who Xanatos is, so I look forward to great things from them.
That's
Okay.
cool. I didn't know that they were doing the Cloud City and Death Star 2 duel. That'll
I'm
be
on
interesting to
Patreon.
see.
I'm on their Patreon, so I'd recommend anyone to sign up who thinks that's
Okay, awesome. Wow, look at that. Okay, here's one. Is it me or Mark Lauder so underrated? You know what? I really enjoy Lockdown. I do think it's underrated. Have y'all read Lockdown?
I liked it. It was unique, and again, I like because it was so late in the EU's life. There was a lot more references, and because like Shadowhunter, I really liked, but it was 1999. This one, you're able to do a pre-episode 1, but being able to mention, other things like they talked about the Bando Gora, which was big in the Bounty Hunter Jango Fett game. They talked about that. Darth Plagueis is able to be brought in because they didn't mention Plagueis and Cloak of Deception. So, and I liked it. I kind of liked the idea of Maul having to be in a prison. I don't know. That just seems cool.
Oh yeah. He liked Cloak of Deception. Look at that.
I mean, I liked it from what little I read. I didn't finish it. If I read 3/4, that was a long time ago, though.
All right. If Joe Schreiber could write one more Star Wars, what would it be about? It'd be an apology letter for Red Harvest. Let's see. Let's hope Jen. Oh, dude, yeah, totally. Hey, if I can get up there, I would. If the missus says okay, missus has to give the okay though. But I could do another Gen Con again. I got to see this guy again.
I know, man. It's been a long time, and I need to stay the whole time this time so we can actually play games.
Plus, I got to give him a big post-COVID hug, like this.
Yes. I can breathe all over people, and it'll be great.
Yeah. Take my money. Gungan movie. Okay, here it is. 7. Oh, I hate Seven Wonders, Michael. I despise Seven Wonders. Suburbia, I've seen. I'm not impressed, but I'll play it. Dinogenics looks good. I'll be honest. Dinogenics looks good. I'd be interested in playing them. Concordia, I've heard good things. It doesn't. The look of the board doesn't excite me, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. So I'd give it a shot. And then Caverna. Okay. Spencer, any of those games you're familiar with?
Seven Wonders I have, but I've not played it yet. That was a new acquisition. Seven Wonders.
Oh, why'd you buy it?
I don't know. It was in a lot on eBay, and so it came with it. So I think I paid the price for like one. Like,
here's the deal. Everyone loves Seven Wonders. Everyone loves Seven Wonders, and I knew I was gonna pay. Like my buddy Josh was pinging me today, and he said, dude, you just did that to rile people. I said, well, he's like, that riled a bunch. I said, I went for the most popular ones and told you why. I have zero interest. And I mean, I appreciate the one person talking to me about War of the Ring and saying, it's not that bad. I mean, I guess I would play it, but every time I watch a playthrough, I am bored out of I want to love that game. The dice look awesome. The pieces look awesome. I love the art. I love that it has nothing to do with the movie. The gameplay is so bad. It's so bad. It feels so clunky.
We tried it. I've tried it. I agree.
Yeah, that's how it
I
feels.
want to like it too because it's Tolkien's Lord of the Rings,
I know.
and
Not
I'm
the
like,
movie
that's really
version.
cool.
All
But
right, yeah. No, I'm the same way. All right, here we go. What do I think of General Grievous? I mean, I thought Tartakovsky did a better job making him menacing for
Just saw
episode
that.
3, and Filoni made him look like a fool.
I mean, it's like, but that's what George wanted, he says. But I think the episode 3 novel really did a great job lining up to the micro series. It's very good.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay, let me. Did I catch up? Oh, I did catch up. Okay. All right, so we're back on board game. Michael, you're going to kill my viewers here. That's okay, because this is what I love talking about. The reason why I don't like Seven Wonders. Now, this is why everyone loves it. I hate the pass and play. I hate the pass and play. I hate the pass and play method. This is why the pass and play to me isn't the best. It's because when when I say pass and play, you take a card and then pass to your left, and take a card from there and pass to your left. That's how your starting deck is. Okay, so let's say you're going to start, you and me both, brother. Let's say you're going to start. Oh yeah, really? Oh, awesome, excellent. Let's say you're going to start with a strategy. Okay, you're like, okay, I think I can get this, so that's what I'm going to do. And then you look at the next one. You're like, well, maybe I'll get this now. And then you get the third card. You're like, oh, none of these match with these. So what am I going to do now? Well, I guess I need to just get one of those because I'm sure one of those cards will be in. No, I need an army card. Where are the army cards? I'm halfway done here. I haven't gotten any army cards. I passed up the first one because I thought I could get more. Oh no, now I have this, and now the other army is going to attack me for points or whatever. It never. I mean, maybe that's just me. I'm too stupid when I'm drawing cards, but it seems like. And by the way, if you miss building that wonder on the first round, you're screwed. You're screwed. I don't know how you win the game if you can't. I don't know. I've tried it several times. It just does not. But I mean, to be honest though, it's a game that everyone loves those pass and play, and I just don't like that mechanic, I guess.
that reminds me of the Sushi Go game. It's a tabletop board game, and it's that passion where you or passion pass and play where you take a card and then you put the rest down,
Mm-hmm.
and then you pass it, and then you play that card, you grab it. My wife and our friends, like our couple friend that we group of friends that we hang out with, they love it. I'm like, it's okay, but they want to play like multiple rounds, and I'm like, nope.
And that's true too, Michael. But when your second backup strategy sucks just as much because you didn't get all the cards you needed, I don't know. I mean, maybe I've just had bad luck of the draw each time. Maybe that's it, or maybe I'm just not good at it. I don't know. But for some reason, I just hate that method because I feel like it just feels too lucky. I don't know. I mean, and again, it's just me. I realize I'm in the minority for all those games I listed. I realize that, but that's just how I feel. I can't find a good strategy. My backup strategy never seems to work. And when you think you're going for one thing, but the next round you don't get any of the cards to help you build upon your previous round. I mean, it just feel. I mean, and like I said, it's just me. Maybe it's just bad luck the whole time, but that's how I feel each time.
I need to try that.
Tell us something about Halloween horror films you like. I mean, like I said, I've been watching through the Halloweens because they have the most continuity than any of the slasher films. I put in quotations because it's a few things you got to smooth over, but it's actually pretty good. It's not, we watched 8. Wasn't as horrible as I remember. It's still bad, but not as horrible.
One thing I watch for every Halloween, if it's available, is Hocus Pocus. I love that.
That's my sister-in-law's favorite movie. She loves Hocus Pocus.
There's this thing I think called Halloween Town too, where these kids get on this bus and wind up in this, I guess, parallel reality town or something. I think that was from Disney. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, my wife has been watching those on Disney Plus lately, and she's like, "Do you want to watch them?" Nah, I'm good.
And,
Let me see. Oh wait. I'm sorry, I got off here. Whoops, I looked down for 1 second. Oh, there it is. Which of the three Spider-Man actors is my favorite? That's hard, man.
I'm gonna say J.
Um,
Jonah. He's a walking meme.
who?
J. Jonah Jameson.
Well, they're talking about Spider-Man actors. Well,
Like
I think
Tom
they're talking about
Holland, Andrew
Spider-Man.
Garfield, Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. I liked them all. I liked Tobey Maguire. I liked Andrew Garfield, and I liked the Tom Holland guy. He's really good.
I think
Yeah.
he was the perfect Spider-Man, and I like Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
Who was the perfect Spider-Man?
I don't know. See, like Tobey Maguire I thought was a better Peter Parker, but he was too quiet as Spider-Man. Big Spider-Man fan, so I
Kind of
guess I have an opinion on this. But and then Andrew Garfield I thought was a good Spider-Man, but he was way too cool to be Peter Parker. Like if he went to my high school, he would not have gotten bullied.
that's kind of a view I have on something Batman related. I think Christian Bale was like the best Bruce Wayne because he has that Playboy vibe, but that Keaton was still the best Batman. I mean, murder tendencies aside.
I'd agree with that. I still like Kevin Conroy. He's still
I'm gonna for
Batman.
Spider-Man actors. I love them all, but I'm gonna say Andrew Garfield, even though I did not like. I thought his movies were total missed opportunities. His
So
character as Spider-Man was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm super happy with Tom Holland and super happy with Tobey Maguire. I like Tobey Maguire too. But maybe Andrew Garfield, oddly enough, maybe Andrew Garfield, even though I think his movies are the least favorite of the three
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I would say Tom Holland.
What I find interesting is, I mean, I'm into older sci-fi, so blink and you'll miss it. Kirsten Dunst was in Next Generation, Mary Jane Watson.
Right. Yeah. No, I haven't played that game. Add the leaders and oh my gosh, if I did that, Michael, I'd die. We'll do it though. Hey, Michael. Gen Con, me, you, Spencer. I will definitely lose, but we'll do it.
I'm excited. Let's do it. I can't wait for next Gen Con.
Yeah, I wouldn't punish y'all with that. I would have fun. But yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, a lot of people just like those first two and they don't want to do anything else.
3 is different than the others, right?
Yeah, Season of the Witch. I want that my group didn't want to watch that, so I watched on my own. It's decent. It's fun. It's fun. Favorite Republic Commando squad? I have no idea. Do you guys have one?
Probably Delta Squad.
Delta Squad. Republic Commandos versus Imperial Commandos. Who will win? I'd say Republic Commandos.
Yeah, I'd probably agree there. I mean, yeah.
Out of those three Batmen, it's going to be Adam West. I just love Adam West. I think because his Bruce Wayne is someone you would never think would be Batman.
He was also in the animated series, The Gray Ghost. I mean,
yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Good talking to you, buddy. Thanks for your questions. So, Spencer, my question to you: what board games are you playing?
Man, I got a couple other new ones. Planet Steam has been one that I've been really looking forward to trying. It's by Fantasy Flight. Oh, there was another one I can't remember for the life of me. Again, this was all in a lot. I more wanted Planet Steam, and then that Seven Wonders, and then that other one. I think I shot you a text about that. This was a while ago, but no one's been wanting to play it, which sucks. I feel like all the games that I've been playing are ones we've done before. So it's like the Marvel Champions. It's a newer Marvel game that Fantasy Flight did that I've been getting into.
Have you seen Marvel United?
No.
It looks like a kid's game, like little. It's got big head figures and baby bodies of all the superheroes, but get past the kiddie art. It looks like a pretty decent game. It's by Cool Mini or not, Simon.
have to.
Yeah, check it out. Let me ask this one. Have you ever played Touch of Evil game? No, I have not. I know the game you're talking about, though.
Speaking of board games, you like got me interested in one, that McDonald's one. That was interesting. It's just
Oh, that's such a fun game. Such a fun game. It is. It really is. Okay. Got to find something we agree on. Yes. Orleans, absolutely. Citadels, I don't think I played, Michael. Wingspan, did you see, Michael? Did you see the new expansion that's coming out? It looks interesting. I'm going to get it. That game is, I will be honest, Michael, I was a little sour about the game because when they first brought it out, because I do think they short printed it on purpose just to make it, try to be more popular than what it would be. And I thought the hype was a little too much, but I was wrong. I've enjoyed that game a lot more in the past year. And my gaming group absolutely loves that game. So I'm interested. I'll get the expansion for that. Tiny Towns, I don't have. I know what you're talking about. Which one did I have? Little Town, which was fun. And Cold Express I played, but I need to play again. I was not impressed with Cold Express, but I my good friend Luke from Down from the Attic swears up and down by that game, and I need to try it out again. Spencer, have you played have you played Cold Express?
No. Is that I need to check that one out. See, I'm looking now at the Marvel.
Yeah, Unlimited.
Like on Kickstarter, you can get because there's expansions.
I'm like, yeah, oh. I know. Well, it's closed right now, but I'm on the list because I'm thinking if that was a DC one, if that was DC themed, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, because I know
I'm more of a DC guy, but I like the idea that they have on it. So I mean, it's interesting.
They have the base set at Target.
Thanks, Marcus. Ooh, yeah, the base one's out right now, but the expansions come out later. Yes, I have listened to them. I used to have them on CD a long time ago. But no, Bruce had them on CD, and I borrowed them from him. But I thought they were good. Would it be interesting having Imperial Commando Star Wars game made in the future? I mean, I'm not much for video games, so probably not.
The thing is, it would probably be new canon. They just are not interested in Legends, so that's
yeah. Shame we don't see Dash Rendar in any more novels. Yeah, you know what? And it's a shame. I would have loved to have seen him in New Jet Order. Yeah. Well, you get to hear about him in the New Jet Order.
I know.
I haven't gotten to that review yet.
There's a little.
There's a little something for Dash Rendar. You get to hear a little bit. It's not him directly, but you do get to hear a little bit about his story, what's been going on with him.
Was his last official appearance in the Evolution comic? Like chronologically? I'm trying to think of any other time.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Is that the one with Yuri, the robot girl?
Yes.
Because he's only... Yep. That's spoilers now, but that's in No, that's fine. New Jet Order will tell you what's happened to him since that comic book.
I know someone, the SS Ultimate Goku, and he's like this huge Dash Rendar fan. He played Zhao's the Empire on the N64, and he's like his guy.
Oh, cool. Michael, you're right. I do like Wingspan. It's weird. It's an engine builder, but I love the theme about birds. Have you played Wingspan, Spencer?
That sounds familiar.
That's that Stonemaier games. It's about birds, and it's very thematic, and it's very beautiful, and it's a fun game. I say engine building because you're nesting birds in 3 different areas, and as you nest as you activate that board, you go down the row and you activate each bird, hopefully making combos to hopefully give you points at the end of the game. It's a pretty smart game, and I really do like it. Christopher's currently reading Labyrinth of Evil. Awesome.
Great read.
Rise of Darth Vader, Kenobi turns. Wait, isn't the Rise of Darth Vader and Kenobi novels in terms of events happening at the same time?
I think Kenobi is, because I think Dark Lord is 2 weeks after Sith, because I think there's a line where
I think
it says, or I can't remember. I know it says that like Vader's lightsaber is newly built.
I think it starts maybe like 2 weeks, part one, and then it moves to a few weeks later with part two.
Yes, and that's Dark Lord. Kenobi is shortly, like, it starts with him reflecting, like, I've dropped off Luke, like he's meditating to Qui-Gon. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Roan, Shrine, and the others are going around looking for the other Jedi. That probably took a few weeks.
Yeah. So it's pretty shortly after Sith.
Hmm. So, oh wait, doggone, how are these things popping up just like two at a time? How much lightsaber collection you still have? I collected all the toy lightsabers back in the day, Michael. I still have them, but I didn't collect any of the newer stuff that's been out. But I did every new lightsaber that came out, new hilt or color, I got. It was just something that I just kept collecting for some reason. I just thought it was fun to get those little. Every once in a while, they come up with a new lightsaber, I'd get it.
Speaking of collectibles, I got the 2 Star Destroyers from Kenner Fleet. The Electronic Super Star Destroyer and Imperial Star Destroyer. Those cost, well, one cost 80 and the other cost 200. They're pretty, because the company went out of business.
Dang accurate, yeah.
This is one. Do you think Tarkin having a son and Darth Vader lost command seemed a little random? I don't remember that.
I don't remember either. Like,
I need to go back and look at it because I totally forgot about that. If it is, then the answer to your question is yes.
I mean, I don't think it would be illogical for an aristocrat like Tarkin to want to have a bloodline. Not really.
Yeah.
And the stuff with Gala.
Yeah. Oh wait, I skipped one. Johnny, I do hear Court of Owls is good. I have not read it. I don't know. It all depends on if Bruce, my buddy, got it. If he got it, then I will ask for it to read. But I do remember that one came out a few years back, and I do remember that being a big deal. I have not read it yet.
It's one of the few Batman's, like, modern Batman books I've read.
Oh, that really?
I mean, you get into the psyche, like, at some point, like, you have to interact with the comic to be able to read it. Like, you have to turn it, because it's kind of like you're in Bruce Wayne's head. It's really, really cool. It's great story.
I mean, speaking of Batman, fun fact, I never played Arkham Asylum, like, ever.
Oh, the games?
Yeah.
Oh,
those are the last games I played. I loved it.
Oh, I hear they got a lot of buzz, but never had the right console.
Those sabers are pricey. I did get one of I got the Luke Skywalker replica at Disney. That was my birthday gift, early birthday gift / new job present from my wife.
Cool.
And that was also my Christmas gift from her as well. So I will not be getting, but it's really, really cool.
That is awesome, though.
I have my own. I only have like one saber left out of a whole kit where you mix them together and create new designs. That was for probably the Clone Wars era stuff 12 years ago. And
I remember that.
It's really like damaging stuff.
What do you think of Alpha 17?
They remind me of the character.
They don't know who that is. Obviously, Nako, you've just read all these, but some of these are not very popular characters within the expanded universe. So, I mean, to be honest, for me, it's been a while, so I couldn't really give you my opinion either.
I mean, when I see Alpha, I think of Alpha Fry from Power Rangers.
Here you go. Yeah, exactly, that guy. That's easy replicas, man. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, they're actually, the one I got, with Luke was because the hilt is actually the actual hilt, because the FX ones, they can never get the hilt right, where it's like the thin, and so that was the main reason I did it. Now the blade, you got to exchange it and get the fatter one, but for on the shelf, looks pretty dope.
That looks really great.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I'm just saying, for the Clone Wars, Tyler, it's not that he isn't a popular character, just a lot of people don't remember him.
The Captain Ford.
Unless you're a big, Fordo is different, but unless you're big into the Clone Wars, he's not really mentioned outside of that. And I would say even in the Clone Wars,
it's kind of sad.
He isn't well known.
He led the attack on Munilants to grab, what was it, Sand Hill? He was pretty cool in that.
Yeah. Whoop. Yo, Scott. Hold on. What EU book or comic are you three currently reading? We already answered that one earlier, so you can check out that one earlier. Seems to be a popular question. Oh, right on. Yeah, Alex is reviewing as well. Alex, you didn't respond back to my inquiry about writing something for the website. Spencer used to write things for the website when he liked me.
Dude, it was actually no joke on my computer. I was working on my. It's still it's about a certain Sith Lord, and so because it's been a while. I know. But you walk the walk, Spencer. Yeah, I know.
What do I think of the vintage collection Razor Crest vehicle? What? I don't know that one. Sorry.
Botany Bay? Oh, no.
Botany Bay? Yes, but again, remember, a lot of people don't remember him. Like I said, I know where he's from, but I don't remember that many, all the things that he did, though. Even I don't.
It seems like it's because the 2008 Clone Wars did a good job bearing the older stuff in terms of public recognition.
Yeah. You know what? I've never played Arkham Knight, Johnny. I want to. But is he rough to catch? I love the Riddler, and he is a pain in the butt to catch in all those. Well, in Arkham Asylum, it's kind of disappointing. You only get to hear him get caught over the radio. I was like, that. But it is awesome when you finally get to kid him in Arkham City. Oh, yeah, Arkham Knight. When you reach underneath and pull. I like how there's a little secret level to, defeat the Riddler. But I love how you reach underneath him and slam him to the ground afterwards. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, Arkham Knight makes you think you don't have to do do what you did in the other games, and then it's like nope, you do have to do what you did in the other games to encounter him, and that was kind of frustrating.
I bet that can, and that's fine. I mean, yeah, for people who love the Clone Wars, they're going to know who you're talking about. But people who've read the Clone Wars and aren't just like infatuated with it, I don't think they would. Now, that's not everyone. Certain characters stick out to you all the time. Certain characters stick out to you all the time.
Quinlan Vos, he's like, I think I said this earlier, he's like the Batman of the EU.
Wait, is one of them named Alex too? Because I haven't seen any comments from you since I think the Dark Knight video. No, it's you. It's you. I haven't been able to comment. In fact, I'm trying to watch them, but it's just been real bad. I haven't even been able to comment much on my channel too, just because of all the stuff going on. But no, I'm watching. I'm taking care in between lunches and everything. That's when I'm doing it, or dinners or whatever. If I have spare moments, I'll do it. Driving in the car, well, watch and listen. Yeah, you know what? After doing 108, they did decide that they liked the character Valiant. They wanted to bring him into the new canon. That's how he got brought into the new canon. So I'm glad people are enjoying him. It's kind of a random person to bring from the Marvel Universe, but I'm glad he's getting his love.
The retcon and how you described it makes me kind of think of 7 of 9.
Oh, okay. That's why I didn't know what Razor Quest was. I don't watch The Mandalorian. I'm sorry. Hello, Bryant. Okay, right on.
I'm gonna have to flip through those again.
Yeah, no, they're fine. I'm just saying that not everyone's going to
Yeah.
understand them. Oh, go ahead. So let me ask you this: Siberian, then Spencer. What is your favorite Star Wars comic?
Well, thing is, I'm not much into comics. I've read
Okay,
Dark
that's fair.
Dark Empire, Tales of the Jedi, Dawn of the Jedi. I'd probably say Tales of the Jedi because I remember reading that back as a kid, going to online summaries and just not finding a way to buy it. I really wanted to, but I probably like Tales of the Jedi a lot better.
Okay, Spencer.
Oh, don't it?
Is it hard?
There's quite a few that I like. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I really like it because at first, if you would have asked me this a while ago, I'd probably been like, "Oh, this is terrible." It's grown on me. Dark Empire is become
Yeah.
a big
Good.
favorite of mine, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm such a Luke fan, and I love seeing him take on the Emperor in a young body and
Yeah.
beat him. I don't know. That just shows, I guess, like wow, how far Luke Skywalker's come. Um, I don't know. And I just like the idea of it's the Quinlan Voss aspect, um, but just with my favorite character.
I'm speaking of Dark Empire. Just from what I hear from the new sequels, if they're really gonna go with the Dark Empire route, and people are thinking Ray things come too easily to Ray, they could have tried to do what Luke did, like where he has a subterfuge with the Emperor and show her struggling with the dark side. I think that would have been a lot better, like how the Luke problem.
Tyler likes Legacy. Dylan also loves Legacy. That's one of his favorites too.
Legacy is very good.
Crimson Empire. I would argue just the first one, and then it kind of takes some steps down as you get to 2 and 3. Like 3 is like, okay. It just wasn't as epic as Dark Empire. The first 6-part series was, though.
I mean, at the moment, I got like 20,000 pages of Legends comics. I just actually need to get around to reading them.
How many Marvel comics? I guess you're talking to Spencer because I got all of them on trade paperback.
Are you? I mean, if you're talking individual issues, like from when they first came out, I think the first 16, and then 2 of the Empire Strikes Back adaptation, 2 of the Return of the Jedi, and then obviously 108. But everything else is in trades because it's just too expensive. The only reason I have what I have is because my dad collected them back in the 80s.
Okay. Huh. A lot of people don't crap about Jason's future because of the books, like Trader saying it doesn't make any sense why Jason would go there or whatever. What would you say to that? Hold on. Trader saying it doesn't make any sense why Jason would go here or whatever. I didn't find anything wrong with that story.
No.
Just me. Yeah. Jabin Mark. Yeah, Scott. We were talking about that earlier. It's good.
What I hear is that it's like, from what I hear of TCW, they didn't lose that much to the Republic, and Jabin was one of their worst losses.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it was a heavy. Yeah, go ahead, Spence.
I was just saying, and the loss was so great that it even carried over. You see the aftermath, even in the Rebellion era, when Luke and Leia return, and you're still seeing the actions that Anakin did.
Yeah,
years later in the I think it's Rebellion or Empire. It's one of those. I think it's Empire.
it's Empire. Oh, yeah, it's one of those. I can't remember.
It's one issue. I don't know the exact issue.
But they go back to those events and the repercussions that happen.
And they mention it numerous times in the episode 3 novel.
Yeah. Do you know what else they don't? Do you know what they don't mention? That Adam took a trip to Dallas.
Hello.
Hello.
Had a ton of fun.
Was pretty fun. Went to the aquarium, saw some sharks and a manatee. So yeah, it was pretty fun. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Doing good, man. Wednesday night. Inside.
Yeah.
Raining.
It's snowing here. It's where I live
Really?
Oh wow.
in October.
I don't envy that.
I don't know about Joe's Star Wars timeline website. You finished Dark Empire, was going to go to Jedi Academy trilogy. I think that's out of order. That's out of order. Children of Jedi does not go in there. He probably just got it out of order by accident. Hey guys, have you heard of the new?
The new one.
I've heard that new is always better.
I mean, what's new? New York, New Mexico, and all those other new places.
I don't know. But have you heard of the new? Or are you still living in the old?
Is that like a Stefan from SNL? New York's hottest club is new.
That's why I don't care to read it or watch it. So yeah, I saw the oh wait.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for plugging Spencer's channel on mine. Appreciate that.
I know I'm doing all my promotion and announcements of my life on Matt's channel for whatever reason.
I know. Adam, Spencer's having a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank
No, I'm
you.
sorry, his wife is having the baby.
I'm just watching.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Do you know boy or girl yet?
No, apparently we have next week we'll get the envelope. Now I want to know, but my wife's like, we have to have a gender reveal party because it's the hip and trendy thing to do. And I'm like, gosh darn it, just open it up so I can stop calling it an it.
Wait, you don't even get to know in a gender reveal party?
No, my sister-in-law gets to know because she's planning it. I'm not happy about it at all. I'm like,
Oh,
no.
wow.
And I hate surprises. Like Christmas, tell me my gift so I don't build it up in my mind. And then I'm disappointed when I don't get my Red Ryder BB gun or whatever. So
Wow.
Yeah, for my kid, we already knew, but we revealed it to everybody else. So
That's what we did. We knew and revealed it to everyone else.
that's what I would want to do.
I have not heard. I don't keep up with the CW shows, but I hear they're crap anyway. I'm kidding. I don't know. I mean, I hate that, but I don't keep up with those shows. But it doesn't surprise me. I don't know. That's a whole nother topic, Johnny. A whole nother topic.
Didn't they do a reboot of Reboot? The old one was better.
That's great. That's great.
Oh my gosh.
So, we are hoping for a boy, so that way he'll call it Jason.
like
But-
Jason Solo or
Yep.
Yes.
The wifey let me
But
have.
if it's a girl, you know, that'll be all right. He'll join the club. His girl has the chance of sharing my girl's birthday.
oh yeah, it's not too
Mhm.
far from
Isn't that nice?
my daughter's
So-
birthday too. So
I always talk about this when I talk about Adam's channel. Adam posted a fun video where he went to Dallas, had a great time. I have to hide that video from my wife because I don't want her seeing how much fun you had and where you went, because that's looks like you did the trip that she would want to do as well. But what is next for paperback movies? Where you review a paperback novelization of the movie. One of my favorite things.
oh yeah, on Paper Movies next week we're going to be reviewing the 2018 Halloween. So the sequel to the 1978 one. So it's the novelization.
2018 version, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to get a hold of the original Halloween novelization is like crazy expensive. On like it's like $100 on like more than $100 online, but that's just for the PDF. Now, Quality Autism actually has a copy of it. Like,
Shut up. Of course he
but
does.
and he got it for like a few bucks, but it's in German. So
Wow.
right.
Wow. By the way, Michael, that is amazing. He didn't know what their children were until they were born.
I don't know how you do it. That would kill me. I'm sure some people could, but for me, kill me.
Let me. I wouldn't mind. I could probably sit. I could be surprised. I think that'd be fun. What is your favorite movie year? Music year, excuse me.
For music?
Yeah, for music.
I'll
tell you what. What about decade? I can't pick a year.
I'm gonna go with the 70s. They had some great disco tunes then, like Staying Alive, Chick Freak, and all that.
Oh, look at you. You going 70s on us?
Yeah, Funky Town.
All right. There's one vote for the 70s.
I was going to say 70s, but I'm going to go 80s.
I'm kidding. I love the 80s.
I was about to say, well, bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. He's gone. Gone.
I mean, what's the name of that?
I like the 80s. I think the 80s are a good one.
What's the name of that meme? Rick rolling? Rick Astley. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the 80s.
The MTV generation. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like probably the 60s because, I mean, the Beatles alone for me. But then, of course, you've got the Kinks that were out at that time. I love the psychedelic rock that was coming out in the Summer of Love era. And then, all of that kind of stuff. You're kind of moving out of the...
We just did a show on 50s rockers, the $1 Million Quartet, Johnny Cash, Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis. When the true story, when they all came together one, I think Sunday afternoon, and just played in the studio together, and they recorded it. And so they did a play on that. We got these guys, and they didn't exactly look like the characters, but they dolled their hair up and got dressed up. But when they played the music, they sounded good. They were really... It was a good group there that we had. It was one of my wife's favorite shows we've ever put on. She absolutely loved every minute of it. She still talks about it. It was over this weekend, but she just talks about it all the time. And I actually talked to those guys tonight, and told them what a great job they did.
I mean, I'm not like a super Elvis freak, but I do like a lot of the songs, like Blue Suede Shoes, Hound Dog. What are some of the others? I can't remember any offhand. Jailhouse Rock, a little more conversation, stuff like that.
Classic songs. Michael wants to know, do you have... Oh, wait, Dylan said 60s. There you go, for the same reasons you have it. Monkeys. I used to love the Monkeys.
Oh, the Monkeys.
Do you have a favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song.
Yes, I think I do have a song that I would say, and it's A Day in the Life by the Beatles. That song was two separate songs. It was a Lennon song and a McCartney song, and then they fused them together. And it's just such it's kind of haunting in the Lennon parts. Then McCartney's is suddenly like a bum, 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 bum. And then it's this amazing E minor chord or E major chord. It's an E chord of some kind. Can't remember off the top of my head. Where it's just, they took like all these different pianos, and at the very end, they all just to end the song, and it's great. Love it.
For me, it's like, I actually do have a favorite song. It'll be very specific on the year, 1995, Sonata Arctica's Full Moon. I really like that.
Right on.
For me, it'd be In My Life from the Beatles.
Nice.
Wow. So everyone has a favorite song, but me, I don't know of one. I like some of the punk rock. The punk rock I am a fan of. Newfound Glory, one of my favorite bands.
Oh, there you go, man.
I walked out to Elvis. Shut up. That's great.
It's a funny story about that song. On my anniversary, we were staying at this bed and breakfast, and down the stairs there was a piano there, and I used to play piano at my old job, so I just started playing that by memory. Then all of a sudden, I hear stomping down the stairs. There was this woman that was getting married that day, and she did not have a bridal song. So she asked me if I could stay and play it for him, but I said, unfortunately, I can't. I'm sorry, I got stuff to do. But I did make a trip back up there. I had a recording of it, on a CD, so I did give him that at least. So.
Wow.
That was song. What's it called? Loving My Baby. I really love that one.
Wow. The kid who played Elvis, he was trained by an Elvis impersonator, to get the moves down and everything. And he did a good job. My wife was she at first like, that's not Elvis. He's too young. I said, well, this happened when they were little. And then he started singing. She's like, it's Elvis. And she said that about Johnny Cash and about Jerry Lee Lewis and everyone. She really loved it. Michael, I was a teenager in the 90s too, but the 80s as a kid, that music was just so fun and upbeat. That is still my favorite, even though on board game nights, unless there's a specific theme that we're playing that we need specific music for, like we were playing an art game, Atelier, I don't know how you could pronounce it, very underrated painting game. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And we played classical music while we did that one. But usually it's 80s or 90s is what I'm playing in our games.
90s.
Any about some Metalhead? Twilight of the Thunder God? No, not me.
You mentioned
Daydream Believer. Love Daydream Believer. Wow, look at this. All right, there you go. Wow.
Linkin Park, nice.
Linkin Park, that's cool. Wow, a lot of these stuff. Look at all this stuff. Music stuff.
Fun fact about a modern day MTV music video. There's one up on YouTube that has like 7 billion views. I'm not even making that up. It's like, wait, I think it's like 63 billion or something. I think it's much higher.
Alex, you crack me up.
Oh man.
Look at all this.
You mentioned punk rock earlier, and it made me remember. You guys have seen the new Batman trailer, right? With Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
If you go back and rewatch it towards the end when he takes his mask off, his hair is all messed up and he's got eyeshadow on. I'm just like, he looks like Green Day.
From the American Idiot era, yeah.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps.
Oh. By the way, Matthew, I got some, or Matt, I'm sorry, different Matthew.
Wow.
Matt, I got something for you.
Wow, what an insult. No, go ahead.
Hold on one second.
There's more of these.
Ricky Martin, I really like Livin' La Vida Loca. That's a good one.
There you go. Let's see what else. I'm doing this.
It's your new favorite thing.
I love that thing, man. I love that thing. Yeah, the last time Matthew was streaming, I wanted to be on it, but we had stuff to do, and I was like, rats. I could not do it. I could not jump on. So disappointed. What was my other question? I went and saw Weezer in concert. Really enjoy Weezer. Weezer live is fantastic. They play smooth. They don't stay that long on stage, sadly. 1 hour and they're done. But they put all. That's why they have all their other people come out before them and play for hours. It feels like 2 hours. But Weezer just smoothly just transitions from one song to the next. They do their stuff and they leave. I mean, they're crowd pleasers. You know, they go out into the crowd. They play cover songs from what cover song did they play when we were there? My wife's band, Champagne Supernova.
Oh, Oasis.
Oasis. They played some Oasis, and she loves Oasis. So it was a real good experience. But it's not like, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't like country, but Garth Brooks puts on a show, man. That dude is there to play, and he will play for 2.5 hours or 3 hours. I mean, if you count the half-hour bit that his wife comes in and plays for everyone, but that is a real show that they do there. And I mean, you know, and then you watch Weezer later on. They're giving you maybe an hour of their time. I say, dude, there's a 60-year-old man who can play for 2.5 hours. You guys could at least do another hour. They have so many good songs that they really could do it for 10 hours. They could do a 24-hour marathon if they wanted to.
Paul McCartney is almost 80. When I saw him live, he was 3.5 hours. Played 3 encores too.
Yeah, they'll play forever.
I still kick myself for this, but a few years back, Jerry Lee Lewis was playing at a casino, probably like 3 miles away from my house, where I was living at the time, and I was wanting to go so bad. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna make this one, but I didn't realize that we scheduled a birthday party that we were planning for a friend of ours. I was just like, oh, I was like, well, that's that then, because that's probably going to be the only time I might get a chance to see him, because I don't think he plays anymore, does he?
He rarely does. We got to see him when he came by Jackson. He rarely tours anymore, and it's usually just 4 cities: Jackson, Biloxi, Memphis, and one other place. Where were you gonna go see him at first?
Oh, it was the Grand Casino in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's rare, because usually he goes down. There's some other place in Mississippi I think he hits, but he hits all the way down up to back to where he's from, Mississippi, Memphis or wherever. And he's really awesome. I mean, he's 90-something years old now, and he'll get on there and he'll jam. Like, I mean, he'll come up in his walker. I'm not kidding. He'll come up in his walker, and then he'll sit down and be like, just 21 years old again, just pounding that ivory. But it's really impressive. He was definitely worth it.
I wish my old job would let me play like that, but
I think we talked about that. Cover a popular. Oh man, I'm so bad.
Cover a popular song.
Cover. Weezer's Teal album, or that Mint album, was really good.
Yeah, that was a good
I love their Africa and Take On Me was good by Aha.
I'm going to say this just because it's the only one that's coming to mind. It's not my favorite, but I'm just going to mention it. I'm sure there's another one, but I liked Smash Mouth's version of I'm a Believer from the Shrek movie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a fun one. I've seen people come out to that one for their wedding. I don't believe that's how they exited out. Yes, Michael, I am opening up a new game right now. That's what I got. I got that package, that the pre-orders I told you that would never come in finally came in. Everything finally came in. So now I've got a few games I got to get played. So hopefully I can get these played in time and get them out. So I'm excited.
I was going to say, I have actually seen one country concert before in my life, and that was Johnny Lee.
Who?
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only seen one, and it was my wife when we were dating drugged me to go see Luke Bryan. And I'm like, gosh, I'm not a fan of country music.
Look, I just came here because I'm in love with you, not with Luke Bryan or this band.
I know, and I should have told her, like, this is true love, because we'd only been dating for like 2 months at the time. So this was 2015, I think.
Yeah, then you go explain that story to your friends, and you're like, look, she was hot, okay?
Yeah.
Look, she talks to me. I think she likes me.
She talked to me for more than 2 seconds, and it wasn't to say get lost.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit off topic. I don't know. I mean, speaking of the music thing, what's your guys' favorite Rolling Stone song from the 60s? Mine is Painted Black.
I don't think I have one. I can't think of one.
I'm not a huge Stones fan. I like Angie. That's a decent one.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
I don't know because I don't know all their songs that well. Music is not. I mean, I do enjoy music. I do love music, but I'm not the music. What's it called? Expert. I don't know as much. But anyway, I think that is where I'm going to end it because I got midnight going on here. Spencer's at 1 o'clock because he doesn't have
1:03 my time.
So it's been fun, guys. Thanks for joining me. Adam, thanks for joining me. Adam, what's coming up next on your channel?
Well, I just finished it. It's a Halloween special. I'm reviewing Death Troopers.
Oh, when's that coming out?
Tomorrow, I think.
Spencer?
Nice. I've got stuff. I got to film it, but I've got it written. Powering through those Marvel books, man. I'm almost done, and I'm looking forward to it. That Ewoks kitty book thing that I did, it was kind of a nice change of pace.
I love that because it was Ewoks.
Yeah, well, it's all for you. No, so almost done with Marvel, and then going into I believe the My Comic or the Star Droids, Ewoks, and the 3D stuff.
Okay, right on. Awesome. And tomorrow, folks, the Yub Nubs Halloween special debuts. It's a smaller one. It's a smaller one because I just filmed it tonight. And this is the garb I am wearing for that video. So you'll know that.
Same
but I
for
totally
mine.
forgot. Yeah, Halloween just kind of came up behind me. And I did my one skit, and then I talk about something that I wanted to talk about. But then I was like, well, we're at 4 minutes. Guess that's it. So, I mean, it doesn't have to always go 8 minutes or whatever like it did the year before. But but you will see a Halloween special. And Iron, I think you'll enjoy one part of it especially. All right, so that is it. Thank you so much, Siberian. Thanks for coming on, man.
Been a pleasure.
All right. Well, that is it, folks, and we will see you later. Have a